Well, hey everybody. I'm so glad to be speaking with you today. My name is AIMEE McNew, and I'm a certified nutritionist with PaleoPlan. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 ways to defeat sugar cravings, and I'm also going to talk to you a little bit more about my 21-day detox program, which is going to be launching on Monday. So registration for that actually ends today, so I'm going to talk more about it. I'll do a few question and answers at the end. But in the meantime, if you guys can hear me okay, would you drop some likes or some hearts on the screen so that I know everything's working and technology is not trying to best me today? So a little bit more about me. I'm a certified nutritionist, as I said. I specialize in paleo, digestion, women's health, and fertility and hormones. Thanks for the likes, guys. So you'll see me over on the PaleoPlan blog. I'm the editor-in-chief and one of the writers there. I also, as I mentioned, am the creator of the D21, which is a 21-day paleo detox program. And in it, we do actually quit sugar for 21 days, but it's about a lot more than just the sugar. The 21-day detox program focuses on optimizing our detox organs. So we actually are detoxing all the time, whether we know that we are or not. We have organs that take care of that for us. They work most efficiently when we eat a diet rich in nutrients that supports them. So that's what my D21 program is all about. It's not gimmicky, there's no weird ingredients, there's no supplements required. It's just about eating food to support your organs. Now, part of supporting your organs is actually quitting sugar. I think at this point, we all know that sugar is not good for us. People don't really suffer from sugar deficiencies, if you think about that. We suffer from nutrient deficiencies, and we suffer from being dehydrated, and we suffer from not getting enough protein or enough healthy fat in our diet, but we don't really suffer from not getting enough sugar. So, quitting sugar is an amazing thing that you can do to promote healthy detox within your body and just overall wellness. It's the actual quitting the sugar that is often the hang-up for most people because they don't want to have headaches and they don't want to deal with sugar cravings. And it seems like too much work to actually quit the sugar, so they just keep eating it. I know this because I used to be one of those people. I used to be the worst sugar addict that existed. I probably drank an average of 6 to 12 cans of soda a day. That is a lot, obviously. But nowadays, I don't drink soda, I don't eat sugar, and I don't miss it. So, I am going to give you my 5 tips for how to manage your sugar cravings and how to not only defeat them, but how to go into a lifestyle of not eating sugar and not missing sugar. Step 1 is gut repair. Now, when our guts are not healthy and we're not absorbing nutrients, we're going to have cravings for things that our brains temporarily think will fix the problem. Sugar can be one of these things. So, 2 easy tips for working to balance gut health are bone broth protein powder and bone broth. Now, I say the bone broth protein powder because a lot of times people just do not have time to make their own bone broth. They can't source quality bones in their area. They are unsure about making it, or they can't afford to purchase pre-made bone broth. So bone broth protein powder is a really great option. Personally, I like the Ancient Nutrition option. It comes in a lot of different flavors, but I use the vanilla flavor in my D21 meal plan for a couple of time-saving recipes that are good for gut health and have protein in them. This actually tastes really great, and there's no weird or wacky ingredients in it, so you can actually get a good amount of collagen, glycine, glutamine, all of those nutrients that are in bone broth that actually help heal the gut. You can get it from bone broth protein powder, which is basically just dehydrated bone broth. You can also, let's say you are opposed to making your own. I understand that. Like I said, it can be hard to find quality bones. It can be hard to just make the effort to do it. Some people just really aren't inclined to. Kettle and Fire makes a shelf-stable bone broth that you can keep in your pantry. No wacky ingredients. It gels up when refrigerated just like homemade bone broth does. This is a major time saver. I like to make my own bone broth, but there are just times where I've run out, or I just need some bone broth real quick to make a stew or a soup. I keep some of this in my pantry at all times. It's a great time saver, and they just released a chicken bone broth, which I'm really excited to try. So, healing your gut and working on repairing your gut is step one in battling sugar cravings. The next step is making sure that you stay full. Now, healthy fats, amazing at this. Not only are healthy fats anti-inflammatory and they can battle the negative effects that sugar can actually have on the body, but like I said, they keep you full, they keep your blood sugar balanced, and they're amazingly helpful for pretty much every area of the body. Brain health especially, and who doesn't want to keep their brain functioning in optimal condition? So one of my favorite fats is avocado oil. I literally use this for everything. I also use coconut oil. I also use butter and ghee and lard and all the other paleo fats. But avocado oil has become my favorite because you can cook with it and it doesn't have the distinctive flavor that coconut oil does. Sometimes you just don't want stuff to have that little bit of a coconut taste. So I use this for everything. And it is really great, especially for roasting vegetables. So what I just do is I toss any vegetable with it, sprinkle on a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, and roast to perfection. So you can integrate healthy fats into your diet in a number of ways. That is a pretty painless way, and you don't really have to change your routine. Avocado oil also makes really good salad dressing too, and you can have tasty salad dressing that is also filled with healthy fats, and that's a 1-2 punch right there. The other thing is cinnamon. This is my next tip for balancing your sugar cravings. So cinnamon actually can help to reduce blood sugar and can kind of help keep that stable. It is also anti-inflammatory and it tastes good. You can do anything with cinnamon, but a really good way to just add more cinnamon to your diet without really changing your routine and keeping it sugar-free is to add it to your coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, however you drink your coffee, you can sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in there and it won't really change the taste much, but it's a good way to get it in. Obviously, when people think of cinnamon, they think of cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls, not really sugar-free. But cinnamon in your coffee or cinnamon in black tea will also work. It's a good way to get cinnamon in without the temptation to combine it with sugar. And, I've been known to eat a lot of cinnamon rolls in my day. I love cinnamon rolls, and paleo cinnamon rolls are delicious. And paleo desserts have their place in life. I'm not saying you can never ever eat desserts, but there are necessary times where you give your body a break from sugar and you just focus on healing and repair and support. And that is why I created my D21 program as it is. 3 weeks of working on gut health, supporting your liver, taking a break from sugar, and just focusing on other self-care aspects. It's just the perfect amount of time to help you create a new habit of self-awareness and self-care without being long enough to actually drive you crazy. My 4th tip in dealing with sugar cravings is hydration. Many times when we're dehydrated, we are also going to be having cravings for food because our brain is again, we can mistake the signals for, well, I must be hungry, well, I must want sugar. We need a little bit of boost of energy sometimes when we get dehydrated. So we translate that to mean, I want sugar, I must eat sugar now. If you stay hydrated and I will say the amount of ounces of water that everybody needs is different. There is no hard and fast rule for that. It depends on your height, your weight, your gender, your activity level, the other things you eat in your diet. It's just kind of complicated to give a single rule for that. However, you know your body best. So when you increase your hydration levels, you can actually begin to tell like, oh, I actually still want more water. So you can add more water. Or you can find, I'm not really thirsty anymore. and you can actually drop your water intake down and allow your thirst to guide you. Personally, I drink about 90 to 95 ounces of water a day, and that is what works for me and keeps me from feeling too thirsty and without feeling too waterlogged. So that is the fourth tip. The fifth tip to defeat sugar cravings is doing anything that helps remove you from chaos in your life and brings a sense of internal calm and internal peace. Now, that's kind of vague, but what I'm talking about is small amounts of you time to help kind of decrease your stress levels, because a lot of times we get sugar cravings when we're really stressed, when we're struggling with something hard in life, when we are depressed, when we're overtired. Most of us know what this feels like, whether it's from work, from children, from physical health conditions we're dealing with. We all have hard things. So it can feel really difficult to find time to just take some space for quiet, for calm, for peace. But as I have made this a priority in my life, I can honestly say that my brain immediately going to, I want sugar, I want sugar, I want sugar when I get stressed, it has dramatically decreased. So just a couple of ideas, what you can do just for 5, 10, or even 15 minutes a day. You can do yoga. It doesn't have to be a formal yoga workout. You don't have to be an expert. You don't even have to be able to touch your toes. I can't touch my toes. I've done yoga for a long time. I still can't touch my toes. You know what? I decided to let that stop bothering me, and I do yoga because it feels good and it calms me. You can also journal. You can meditate. You can just sit quietly. I mean, a lot of people get intimidated by meditation, but if you get as much from just taking 5 minutes and sitting quietly without having a phone yelling at you or people, needing you, that can be extremely beneficial for stress levels. You can also go for a walk. You can read a book for fun, not for work, not for education, something just for fun. Anything that brings you joy can be very beneficial in not only helping to reduce sugar cravings, but in promoting healthy function of your organs. This is another aspect that I cover in my D21, because learning to listen to your body is equally as important as what you're putting into your body. And that is something that I think a lot of times we miss or we overlook. We focus on, well, I'm eating this, I'm exercising, but we cannot forget the mind-body aspect of our health and how critical that is. So those are my 5 tips for dealing with sugar cravings. And like I said, my D21 program is launching on Monday. And registration actually closes today to give people time to get their groceries done and kind of look over the program and not feel like they're behind as soon as they're starting the program. So a little bit more about the D21. It is a 21-day paleo detox program where we get rid of sugar and we get rid of the things that are causing inflammation in our diets, and we focus on very delicious, very simple paleo foods. Now, I wrote this meal plan specifically for this D21 challenge, and it focuses on using leftovers, batch cooking, keeping things as simple as possible with a variety of ingredients that is enough to give you flavor differential, but not so many ingredients that your shopping list is 10 pages long and you're looking for obscure ingredients that are really hard to find and you can't find anywhere. So basically, it is a program that I personally will coach you through, and we're going to learn about how our detox organs work and how various aspects of life can actually interfere with our organs' ability to work efficiently, and how stress levels can interfere with all of that. It's just a very basic educational program to give you the tools that you need to learn how to make your lifestyle work the best for you that it possibly can, long term, long beyond the 21 days. Obviously, no one-size-fits-all program is going to work because we're all so different. That's why this program is basic enough that it is applicable for pretty much everyone because you can customize what you need. I've had questions from people wanting to know if it's okay for pregnancy or if it's okay for new moms or for fertility. It is pregnancy safe. It is not a weird diet. It's not a low-calorie plan. It focuses on quality of nutrients. So it is beneficial for pretty much everyone. Now, I always tell people, if you have concerns about changing your diet or anything, it's always a good idea to speak to a professional who specifically knows your situation and knows your variables. So if you have questions about those things, then definitely speak to a doctor or someone who's working with you specifically. But this program is just basic quality nutrition with other elements put together to help make the program a complete workable experience for you to take well outside of these 21 days. Like I said, today is the last day to sign up. It's open till midnight Pacific time, and the link is in the comments here for you to go and read more about it. If you have questions, you can leave a comment on this video and I will answer all your questions. And if you want to take a few minutes to go over questions here, I can answer a few. I saw someone ask if I really drink 95 ounces of water a day, and I do. Basically what I do, so this is a 30-ounce bottle, and I refill it 3.5 times a day, generally speaking. Now, everybody's water needs are different. I personally tend to just need a lot of water. I'm mildly active. I'm not like crazy active, but I have thyroid disease. I have a lot of other autoimmune issues, and I find that when I stay very well hydrated, I actually have better energy levels. I sleep better. My pain levels are much lower. So that is what works for me. What works for someone else could be entirely different. You guys who are interested in the detox, you can, like I said, you can leave questions here in the comments. I'm seeing some comments about the link isn't working. I will make sure that I fix that link here as soon as I'm done talking with you guys. But so, if you have any specific questions and you don't want to drop them in Facebook, you can email me at D21 AIMEE, that's my name, D21AIMEE at PaleoPlan.com. And I will get all your questions answered today. Like I said, registration closes tonight at Pacific time, midnight. And so if you are interested at all, you'll want to sign up before then. We do have a money-back guarantee. Our first D21 had such a high success level. The average person who joined it lost about 7 to 8 pounds in the 21 days. And then many of them decided to stay paleo afterward and have continued losing weight, which of course is what paleo is amazing for so many people. So I'm going to sign off here, but like I said, if you have any questions about anything that I've said, drop them in the comments here and I will answer all of them. And I hope that you guys will consider taking a break from sugar. My 5 tips can help pretty much anyone quit sugar, and like I said, I talk about all of that and more in my D21, which is launching on Monday. You guys have an awesome Easter weekend.